Hey, what's up, guys? I just got done watching Dragon Ball Super episode 103, I think. And I have to say, it was a pretty good episode. I think it was definitely better than the episode before that. Maybe because there was no long charge up thing with the girls. But I mean, everybody's just like, it was a goof or whatever. They're making fun of it. But even if you are making fun of it, you have it in the show. So I didn't like it. But more about this episode. I thought it was really cool on how, Goku and Android 17 were fighting those girls. Sorry, I can't remember their names. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Like, I didn't like the whole thing of Goku falling into the trap so easily. Like, I understand that he's made to be like a more laid back person. He always has his guard down, but at the end of the day, if you're fighting to save everybody you know and love, wouldn't you want to be a lot, like, just a little bit more serious? Like, I understand he's a goofball and all that, but even goofballs know when to take things seriously. But, I mean, he did end up, beating her towards the end before they retreated. Because that guy went to save him. He had the little instant transmission. I wonder if I can. I'm going to try to put things in my videos, maybe pictures, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So he'll be up there, right here, maybe. Uh, but yeah, and then you go a little bit forward, you see that Gohan's fighting Baltimore. The really big. He'll be right here. The really big guy. Yeah, and as they're fighting, Baltimore just sitting there taking the punches, and everybody's like, "What's Gohan doing?" I thought honestly they had me for a second because I couldn't figure it out on what Gohan was doing. But then I had a good idea because I seen he was punching upwards, but I still wasn't for sure. But yeah, Gohan just keeps punching him, punching him. You'll see if you watch the episode too. He pretty much just picks him up, which I thought that was the most like clever but yet weirdest thing I've ever seen on Dragon Ball. He picks him up and just kicks him off and shoots him with a Kamehameha and knocks him off, so Baltimore's off. And then it was a little bit further, Piccolo and Gohan, they're walking, they meet two people. I don't really remember their names because they got knocked off pretty quickly. I think one's actual name was Rudolph and a bowl. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. They'll be right here. I'm really gonna try so hard to put those things up there. But yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm so early in the morning. I'm gonna get this content out as fast as I could. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, they ended up fighting, and they were the last two of Universe 10. No, was it Universe 10? Yeah, I think it was Universe 10 actually. Yeah, so they're the last two fighters of Universe 10, and I thought it was cool. Piccolo versus Rudolph and Gohan versus a bowl or something like that. I'm pretty sure. So they first started off with Piccolo, and the first thing I seen was Piccolo getting punched in the face and sent flying. Me, as Piccolo being one of my favorites, I was just like, oh dang, they're gonna play Piccolo again. They're gonna make him get out really fast. But surprisingly, it was like just the usual, oh, I was letting you hit me type thing. Which I think, honestly, by now, I think that's just so lame. I really don't like seeing a guy getting beat up and then it's like, oh, this isn't even my final form, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, because honestly, I just think it's just played out by now. Like, it's cool to have tension and all, but it's just like the whole Goku false tension of him getting pushed back with when he's not even Super Saiyan Blue or something like that. It's just after a while, it's just really boring. But yeah, and then we went over to the Gohan. Now Gohan, he was actually I don't was it. Would you count Gohan Little Fighters Foster? No, because you could actually tell that he was actually starting to lose. He was actually getting pushed back because the guy had a secret attack when he made feints of himself. So he made like multiple people as they were fighting. I wonder if I could put that up too. I don't know. I think I'm going a little too ahead of myself, but yeah, it was definitely cool. At least so I thought. Um, yeah, that was actually about it. Oh, when they did knock them off, and Universe 10 was erased. And honestly, I thought that was kind of sad because you could tell that because they show you the little, it's like a little, oh, it's a locket. The locket pops open, and the dude that Gohan beats, it was him and his family, and you could tell Gohan is pretty messed up about it. Like he was about to cry. I mean, he knew what he was getting into, so I don't understand why would you be so sad about it. But yeah, he was about to cry. He was about to cry over that since him and his family got erased. But he ultimately sucks it up, and they go somewhere else, and that's the end of the episode. So yeah, that was actually about it. Now, my opinion on it, I thought it was actually, I thought it was a decent episode. I'm not gonna lie. It probably wasn't the best. I don't know. There's something still about that I just don't like about it. Maybe it's. I feel like there's a lot of time wasting. Just a lot of unimportant things that happen. Just a lot of chit chat or just simple things of people just not taking it as serious as I think they should. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I know if it was me in there, I wouldn't be sitting here goofing off or I wouldn't like sit here goofing. So I think, honestly, I know this sounds weird because most people don't like this idea, but I think we should stop focusing on Goku as much and just start focusing on Vegeta. Give us more of a serious tone. Because so far it's been all laughs and giggles, and I don't want it to be all laughs and giggles. Like this is a thing that it's like this is your universal line. Even this type of anime should know that not everything needs to be funny. There's just a lot of things wrong about this anime, honestly. If I had to give you my full honest opinion about Dragon Ball Super, I would say that Dragon Ball Super is honestly kind of trash. I mean, I watch it because I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. And, yeah, so honestly, that's the reason why I personally watch it. Because that, and I just want to see it get better. But as of right now, I'm not going to lie, Dragon Ball Z is trash. I mean, Dragon Ball Super is trash. And, it's just, it's nothing like Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was, it had the tension moments, and not no false tension of Goku's getting pushed back in his, not even his first form, not even Super Saiyan. He's just regular self, and blah 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 blah. And at the end of the day, Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue just out of nowhere because Super Saiyan's not good enough. He goes from Super Saiyan, he goes from just regular straight to Super Saiyan Blue and bodies the guy. And everybody's like, oh my god, Goku almost lost that. Even though everybody's just looking at it like, no, he didn't. He was nowhere near close to losing that. You know, but it was things like, it was like, if you think about, I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, Dragon Ball Z again, but if you think about Dragon Ball Z when they're fighting, it was like, let's see, don't want to talk about I'm going to say Cell. When everybody was getting pretty much bodied by Cell and Cell Juniors. You could tell that, to me, that was like a holy crap thing. Everybody's starting to lose. But then Gohan, he steps it up, and then I think that was after. Was that after Android 16 got his head crushed? Or before? I think that was, yeah, it was after. So you could tell, like, you could just, basically, you could just feel more into it, basically. You know, because it just wasn't all laughs and giggles. Or maybe if it was, I just can't really remember it. But it just wasn't all, it's supposed to be funny and such lighthearted stuff. Because honestly, Dragon Ball Z, to me that just wasn't filled with a whole bunch of lighthearted things. And as much as I hate to say it, that was one of the reasons why a lot of people honestly didn't like GT, because it was just a whole bunch of lighthearted things and false tension of Goku getting beat up by people that he could obviously beat up, you know. So as much as I hate to be like, oh, dang, like as much people would be like, Dragon Ball GT is trash, but I kind of like Dragon Ball Super. Honestly, I can't say that because I have to say they're both trash. There's just a lot of things like how. Did you guys notice? And I've been meaning to say this for so long. Did you guys notice that Bula, you know who Bula is, Vegeta's daughter? She was older than Pan. She was older than Trunks, and she was older than uh she was older than Pan, Trunks, and Goten. And if you go back and you actually think about it, you start to notice that she actually is. Because at that time, what was it? She was in. They were still in high school, except for Trunks. Trunks was running his own business somehow at that age. Well, I know how, but still. Bula, I think she was out of high school, so I thought that was very strange. And if you actually think about it, that Goten, Trunks, and Pan, they're all older than she is in like actual thing, and like actual Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. They're actually older than Bullet is. I didn't understand how they're just like, oh snap, let me scratch all that out and just throw Bullet, make her older, and then she couldn't. She was basically just useless. That's one of the things I didn't like about it. I'm not gonna sit here and nitpick Dragon Ball GT, because honestly, when I was younger, I'm not gonna act like I didn't enjoy it. I actually enjoyed it, but it was just so stupid, honestly. Just like how they're getting beat up by those guys that dance. It was horrible. Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for the first year I watched it, and then I went back to watch it, and I was just like, what is all this? Goku getting turned to a child. I thought that was interesting, honestly. But it was just, let me cut this video off. But it's enough about that. Talk to you guys later, Please like, subscribe, and comment, because I do comment back. And thank you. Talk to you guys later.